Everybody, welcome. I'm out of breath. I'm Shauna, and this is Ringer Light Crafts. We're going to give people a few minutes to come on. I know there's some other good people on right now, so I understand. And I didn't send out any notifications, so I understand. And it's a beautiful day, so it's okay. Anyways, I've been wanting to finish this project. I did most of it ahead of the time just because it's so intense. And then, hi Jane, welcome. And then I'm going to show you how I got from point A to where I'm at right now. And then we're going to make the final project together. So let me show you how what we're doing and how I started. Um, let me see, can I put it way over there? Okay, sorry about that. Hi Jane. Okay, so before I even tell you what we're going to do, I'm going to tell you everything is Dollar Tree. Except for the glue gun and the glue sticks, and that's just because I bought in quantities and I had them, and those were purchased at Walmart. So that note, um, let's get started, shall we? I'm gonna go ahead and back you guys up. Oh, let me untangle this wire. I don't have the glue gun on it. I'm sorry if I had it on the opposite side of me. Let me back you up, and I'm going to go ahead and lower you down. I'm going to show you how I started the basic of it and all the paint. I have not cleaned it off yet. What you're going to want is a plain sheet of paper. Now this paper can be printing paper, which this one is. You can also get printing paper at the Dollar Tree, the last I saw anyways. You can also use any paper that maybe your kids have in a binder or whatever to start this with. So our first step is we're going to take the paper. Now I know you've seen me do something similar to this, but this is going to be somewhat different. Anna, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Absolutely not. You cannot eat that cracker. You're sick. What did you even get that? Thing that? Yeah, I know we got that. Oh, my squeaky chair. Whoa, very squeaky chair. I'm sorry. My puppy decided it was okay to eat a tissue, and I decided it's okay for my puppy to live. So, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and grab the end, and we're just gonna go ahead and roll it. It doesn't have to be so tight that you're struggling every move to get it to go, but you want it to be as tight as you can get it. And pull your little stick. I'm using a paintbrush because I don't have a long enough stick. And we're just gonna keep on rolling. Just keep rolling this all the way down. And I'm just showing you this part, how I got to where I'm at now. So this would have been part A, or step A. Okay, and then we just take a little stick or paintbrush right out of there. Now I'm going to raise you guys back up so I can see who's on here and say hello to people. Hi Becky, welcome. Hi Claudia, welcome. Um, I'm glad you guys are here. What we're making takes numerous steps, so I did most of it ahead of time in case you didn't hear that. Um, and I'm showing you step one all the way through so you can make them yourself if you wish to do so. The only thing is, you just gotta have the patience to make them, because once we do this, there's another step. You gotta paint it black. You gotta make 20 plus of these, okay? We'll find out exactly how many at the end because I really don't know yet. So we're gonna make 20 plus of these, which I already have. So I pre-made some of them. Now I want to tell you guys a secret. Some places, depends on where you live at in this country or any country, you may have like spiders in your house that sneak in, or um, big bugs, roaches. I mean, whatever the case is. Um, and you don't want to make something work so hard and then it get ruined because you have to throw it away because bugs got inside it and set up a home. Then you got to throw it out and take care of your home. Um, Up here where we're at right now, we have scorpions and spiders. So the end of these, once you roll them, you guys, they're open. As you can see that, both ends are open. So what I do to make sure that once this is made, I don't have to throw it away because a little spider gets in there and decides to make a home out of it. We go ahead and take our glue gun after I put some glue in it. see, mommy. Take a glue gun and just right at the tail end, just fill that little hole up with glue. That way you'll sealing your end. It might drip a little. That's okay, because this one's just to show you. It might fill up the run a little bit inside there, but it's okay. It'll just help it more solid. And if you do want it to one side, you must do it to the other. Sorry, here we go. And just fill it up with the glue. This will block that entry so no little spiders or little critters can get inside your project, which I just like really OD that one. But just fill them up. That way you don't have any worries or problems and you can keep your projects. And you can turn it into part of your project too. I'll show you that. Let me toss this aside right over here and I'll show you what I mean. That one just dripped all over the place, didn't it? That's okay. We will fix these things. And there is a fine, I lost my scissors, guys. Okay, if they do drip, just cut them, make them work. Or take your glue gun, go back over them, and kind of make them melt again. So see, you'll end up with something like this. Your ends are now sealed, so no little creatures can crawl in there. Okay, so we set that aside. Back down and show you one more time for the other people that just came on. And just show you guys one more time and then we'll get started with the big part, okay? Once again, you guys, everything is Dollar Tree except for the glue gun and glue stick. All you do is take your piece of paper, whatever kind you got, and you simply tuck the point under and you roll it. Try to keep it a little snug, but not so snug you can't get your brush or your stick, whatever you're using, sorry, this ain't big enough, to get it out. So you just get it and you roll it. Kind of just lost that one. That's okay. We're going to do it anyways. Just going to roll it all the way down. Let me show you guys something. See, I forgot. My brush is here. I was supposed to pull it down a little bit with me. So we're going to do it again and I'm going to do it right. Because what good is showing someone something if you don't show them right? Right? I want to make sure I can help you guys do this quick. I'm not going to throw this piece away because I made a slight mistake and lost my brush. We're going to continue. Use the same thing. Why waste, right? We're going to paint anyways. Pull your brush or your stick out just a wee bit so that you're not losing it inside your creation here. And we're just going to keep rolling it. And pull it a little more, however you have to make sure that you don't lose your brush inside there. And if you do, there is a way to get it out, okay? And then you're just going to keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Pull it out some more. Because at the end of it, you want to get your brush out. And we're just going to go ahead and add that little bit of glue right there. The last tip, roll it. Don't worry about it coming over and making a mess like that. It's warm enough. You can just wipe it off if you want, or let it become your part of your project. In this case, either way is cool. I tell you now, I felt it before I even did it. I felt that this was going to get stuck. I think my brush was actually wet with paint, which wouldn't surprise me. So if that does happen, take another stick, whatever you got, and push it out, okay? And then you just take this one right back out. And then you just pull your brush right back out. That way you have your little round tube and you don't lose your stick or your brush inside like I did last week and lost, well, needless to say, I had to do it over 3 times. Okay, with that said, I'm going to bring your braids right back up. Hello again. And this time, oh, what are we making, Jane? Let's see right now. We are going to make something, I hope, a little bit more fun. I'm turning you guys at an angle, watch your eyes, and I'm going to bring you down. Okay, ignore the mess, and it is a mess because I've been making a lot of stuff here lately. Hey, you guys, I've been working on YouTube. So everything you see that I have done, I am putting all those over on YouTube as well as Facebook. And on my YouTube channel, I do craft projects that you guys may not have seen. So please come on over, tell your friends, come on over, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can get notifications of when I'm uploading or going live on YouTube. I'd love to see you guys there. So with that said, let's get started. We're going to take our little pieces here, only a few at a time because I don't have that much of a room. Oops. Okay, let me toss those out of the way. And we're going to start just laying them out together so we can see what we got. Oops, come on. Now remember, I pre-made all these. I know they're getting little paints and little spider webs off of the glue gun on it. That's not going to matter because we're going to still utilize everything that's on this, whether it's pieces of glue or little glue spider webs, we're going to turn it into part of this project. So now that we got all these pieces and we're going to even them up, well, every point match at the bottom. And the reason why we're doing that, because some of these are shorter than others, which is fine. And some of them are longer. I just want to make sure I get the very, very short ones out. This one is very short. And just set those aside. Those will be ones used at a later date on the same project, but just not right at this moment. And it's this one and this one. Okay, I knew I had a few of them. I wanted them for something else. There we go. Now with what we got here, we are going to organize it by just, you guys, there's no wrong, no right with this. This is strictly fun. They are not supposed to be symmetrical, or how we say that. Words are not supposed to be bloody perfect. The whole point of this is to have some fun. Okay, now we're just going to say this is our top piece. And we're going to go around every so often. And then you're going to add glue. It doesn't matter which part you add the glue. I'm going to try to make sure I do it on the side so that I can actually connect the other side. And that way I got the angles. I put that on the wrong side. But that way I want these angles, see the part with the glue, actually be on top. So we're going to go ahead and just play with that. Oops, come on, get over there. I have just like a crease right here where the table goes out. So I'm going to have to do that just a little bit again because I didn't realize I was doing it wrong the first time. Oops. And get it to stay a so far apart. Doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. And then once again, I do want to make sure that this part is facing up for this particular project. So the fattest part I'm putting on the bottom part, and on the thinnest part I want towards the top. So we're just going to go all the way around and make them stick together, get them to dry, and not stick to my table, which I just did that. I told myself too not to do that. We're just going to get them to stay at a certain pace. There we go. Oops, let me see if I can scoot that in one in before it totally dries. And then we'll go ahead and take the next one, and we want this up. So we'll go ahead and add the glue right here, hopefully not on my arm, because I have my hand backwards. And we'll go ahead and put this right here. Guys, it slide on me. I actually did that wrong. So we're going to go ahead and grab another one and just stick it right in there, wide waist, right? And pull that one out. And now let's connect the two. So just put a little bit of glue right here. And I'm bringing this here to connect. Come on. Oh, these closed on me. Don't you close. And just get them to connect. Okay, now I know this isn't going to hold them perfectly, and it's not supposed to. Because right now all we're doing is placing what we want and where we want them. So I want my little points facing up. So I'm going to put it on this side. And we're going to go ahead and connect that one. Notice how the tops, I don't know if you guys can see them. I just connected my finger. But on the top, let me move up just a wee bit this way so you can see. None of these are even. And that's okay. We want it that way. So, of course it would help if I wasn't taking the short ones, huh? And I actually did. I reached to the wrong side, guys. I'm going to break this apart before it dries. Those are my short pieces. I wanted them for something specific. Okay, we're going to go ahead and reattach the long one with the long one. There we go. And just make that stay like that. And that's what we're going to do for the rest of these, is just get them all going at angle and attach. But they're the right pieces. And I want to put my glue here. And I want to just place him here. Alrighty. There we go. Make it stick. Just give it a chance. There we go. And you guys can see how they're forming. Okay. So this is kind of probably the hardest part. It's just the fact that you're excited to see it done and wonder what it's going to be. So here we go. We're just going to keep doing it. And we're going to work it all the way around. Basically, we are turning these into a sun shape. You can get as much space in between or as little as you want. And make sure you adjust them while they're still warm enough to adjust before they totally dry. I think I want one there. Stay. Okay, good enough. Let's bring our next one over here. Make sure you're showing the right part up. This is the part that I want my glue because I want this tip on top. And the reason why I want the tips on top, guys, is actually once it's all done, I'm going to paint the tips, which I originally planned to do before I did this step, but I can't find the paint because of, well, moving everything from one craft room to the next. I still have not found all my paints. They're here, just haven't found them. We're going to paint glow-in-the-dark paint on the top of that. Oh, did that backwards. Put it right here. And then that way, it'll just sparkle when we're done with it. It'll glow. Okay, get that off the table. And stick. There we go. So this is pretty time consuming. I'm going to scoot it up, you guys, so I can continue to add. Whoops. Stay separated. Not that far. About there. Once again, we just continue this all the way around. And we'll put this as the bottom, as a side piece. And just stick it. There's an easier way of doing this. I was just learning different patterns, so it's not really a pattern because I kind of refused that option. I didn't want a pattern. I guess technically it is a pattern, just not the one I'm thinking I would. Excuse me, my chair. I really got to get a new chair. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and continue. Let me put some glue on this one. We could do it the easier way, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. The reason why I want to do it this way, I figured we can do each individual piece. We can make sure we just lay it exactly where we want them. And hopefully I have enough of the pieces. If not, I have to make more. Put some glue right there. And go ahead and attach it there. There you go. Get my hand off of it. Okay. All right. Sorry I haven't been on live. I've been trying to do my Facebook and I've been so sick. It's like Grandpa got sick just suddenly in one day, and within 2 hours I was rushing him to a hospital because he couldn't breathe. And then Red got sick, and then my turn. She just got the sore throat, but then I got real sick, and now my baby is real sick. She's still resting. I told her not even bother getting up right now. Just rest, poor baby. Not quite sure what we all came down with. But we caught the cold or flu or whatever it is. We caught it good. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start on this side here and just start adding them. Oops, come on. It's not that long. Let's see. I think I want that for the top. I will add some here. Okay. I know some of you probably know exactly what I'm doing. But this is just something I thought would be kind of cool. I needed some decorations. Everybody kind of just got to the point not feeling well enough that nobody even bothered to decorate for Halloween. And for those that don't know, Halloween is something that we love. Absolutely love Halloween. So, not having Halloween stuff was not an option. So we just have to get it done. My creature is still sitting over there. which we will get for fix, I promise. Whoops, almost spilled pee all over the floor. Oh, no, that's ice. Oh, thank God it wasn't pee. Huh? Okay, we're just going to start spreading them out more because, to be honest, I don't want to make more of these. Whoops. And we got to scoot this down this way, guys. Let me hook this first. And bear with me while I move it. It keeps growing on us. Come on. Don't stick. Once it dries and it sticks, it's not going to matter. You just be able to pull it up. I just don't know where I made it stick. Ah, right there. The very last two I did on this side. Okay. Pull it down. Little granola ball there. These are separate. Okay, let's reattach these two since I pulled them apart. And if you're thinking, ew, nasty, the glue, don't worry about the glue. This glue is not show at all. And we're just going to spread some of these because they're getting too close. And there we have it. Start making them turn. All you do is make them turn, you guys. Is just start rigging them to go the way you want them. Even though it might break the glue, it doesn't matter because it's going to be reattached again anyways. So we can just reattach this little piece right here right now since I'm looking at it. And we'll go ahead. We'll just continue from this side. And we almost got it together. Yay! I've been so wanting to do this for. Actually, I wanted to do this, guys, for about 2 years and never done it. I don't know why I never done it. Maybe I just wasn't at the point I needed Halloween decorations until we moved. Now I need them. Okay, these are already stuck, so we're just going to hook them right in here. Make them stay there and try to spread that out just a wee bit. There we go, love. And I know the little ones are probably coming into play now, and that's all right. Because I didn't want all perfect. I wanted it to be very abnormal, so to say. Let me scoot this way. I don't like this in at all on this one. I hated this one once it was made. So we're going to stick that on the inside so we don't even have to see that part, right? And once we get it all together, or like I said, we're going to have to go ahead and find the right kind of paint for the tips because I do want it to glow. We will be attaching some lights to it. I think I will make that one the top. And the lights, once it's all done, we will hook from the back so it would just kind of glow throughout the whole thing. Hopefully I did it right. All right. I hope you guys can still see what I'm doing. Okay, and we just keep attaching it. And we may have to finish those last couple. Maybe not. We'll try to make them, spread them out, make them work. I can always go back and disattach them and paint them later. Don't be afraid to pull them apart and readjust any of them. Right now, this is a perfect time to adjust them. And I think we'll do it on this side and that side. And let's see if we can close these two together. There. And let me bring you over here. There. And just kind of separate them a little. And now we're going to go ahead and just kind of hold it for a few seconds. Give it that opportunity to totally just set. Okay, and then we'll separate some of the big pieces, the big gaps. And make it adjust. Okay. These are pretty big gaps. Those were the ones I had. I didn't like these, so I threw them over there. We will go ahead and maybe have to use these two. And just squeeze them in here. We'll just break it before it closes. And we'll do this one first because this one's totally done. And we'll just put some glue right at the bottom on both sides again of this one to help it attach to both pieces. Perfect. We don't need that last one. Okay, so now we got our little sunlight dial going here. Now what I'm going to do, you guys, just to make sure that they are totally secure, This is why I said don't worry about it if all that glue shows, because it's not going to matter. This is exactly why it is not going to matter. Let me get some more glue here. I am going to not move it until it's totally dry, so just in case you're wondering. We're just going to go ahead and attach everything right now. Make sure it all stays right where I want it. Now, here's what I mean by everything is Dollar Tree. I'm sure those that go to Dollar Tree have seen these. $1 at the Dollar Tree, you guys can't beat it. And I took him out, then I put him back in upside down. So we're going to pop him out. Originally, I was just going to go ahead and use the inside. But once I started looking at it, I thought, oh, that was creative. The way I've been seeing it is keeps changing. So we're going to go ahead, pop him right back into his cheap little frame here. And now we got the tie. Actually, I don't need this piece. This piece will cut off. Not worry about that. But we got the part to hook it on the wall right here. So what we're going to do is go ahead. While this is still there, just relaxing, we're just going to add a ton of glue all the way around this. Just going to apply the whole thing just as it is. And I am going to, oh, I didn't get that side pushed through. I'm going to end up burning my hands right now. Okay, maybe it's in. We're just going to add a bunch of glue. And then we're going to literally take it, flip it over, and place it down. Wherever it lands, you guys, is where it goes. Now, I forgot the lights, but I can't move this yet until it's totally dries. So our next step is, one, I will take a photograph and post it so you guys can see it in its entirety, okay? But the next step is, I can still feel the heat coming through. So I was thinking all black is neat, the skeleton's neat. We'll have the lights going around and we'll put the glow-in-the-dark paint on the edges. But there was one thing that was bothering me. I absolutely could not stand the fact that it was just plain black. So, with that said, oh, here it is. We're going to interchange something up. I'm going to add to it, I should say, and I should have got a brush out. So we'll just use whichever one I can get a hold of first. There we go. I mean, plain black is fine, but I want it to pop when the lights come on. I don't want it so just plain, you know. Let me stand up here, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take out my black. And I got to plug you guys back in. I'm sorry. I unplugged you. There you go. And I'm not going to worry about my table, obviously. I'm just going to put a bunch of black right here on my table. Move my glue guns. I do not want to scald my hand. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take this metallic purple here. To me, it's metallic purple. And we'll go ahead and use this, you guys, once again. Acrylic paint, either at the Dollar Tree, for this brand. I don't know about the metallic. And $1.08 with tax, or at Walmart for, I believe it was 50 cents. The metallic, I think, was 97. Can't beat it. Okay, so we got our two colors there. And if we got those two colors, you know you always, whoops, I'm losing my glasses. Always, in my opinion, need it to pop. So we are going to go ahead and bring out the white. Let's get it open. And I'm just going to pull right there on my table. Not going to worry about wasting at this point. Now I'm going to, these have already been painted so they're not wet, and it will just kind of, just not work the way I want it. So we're going to take, I know it's a lot and I always tell you not to gulp it, but we got 50-50, half black, half purple. Let me take some of that off because that bothers me. And I'm simply going to go up every single one of them. It's going to either add the purple, add the black, pick up more of that color, the two-tone, and we can always just go back and forth, get some of those colors coming through. If they drip, who cares? Because you're going back over it again, or it'll just give it a character, right? It's okay for it not to be looking like a store-bought. because it's not. You want people to say, hey, somebody made that. You know what? That's pretty cool before it dries. And we'll just add our two colors. And we know with me, before I go any further, I have to pick up some of my white. And I'm going to have to give it some highlights. That's just me. Real fast, we'll just go over some of them with a little bit of white, just enough to make it pop. And most of the white, as you can tell, will probably be more towards the inside, which is fine. Or gray, because obviously black and white makes gray. So we can go ahead and continue with that same motion, okay? With the black and the purple. And a mix of two colors. I'm running out of purple. Come on, get off there. Thank you. There we go. And the reason why the black, you guys, is the black. I know it's already painted black and you think, oh, you can just use purple. But if I do them both at the same time, it's going to mix them in. It's going to be more steady. It's going to be more character to it because it's going to blend it. And it's not going to just look like I threw something on there. Let me add some white to that one. Let me go over here. I'm going to have to bring out some more purple. Black is overcoming it. And let's just go ahead and pick up some purple here. Metallic. Let me add some metallic to the two that really got overwhelmed with black. And then we'll just come over here and we'll do the exact same thing. Pick up your purple and your black. Notice one will be all black, one's purple. That's why I'm going back and I'm adding purple and then I'm adding black to the other one as well. So it will give it that color so it doesn't look like it's just a bubble. Thank God I didn't have water on that. Okay. Just so you can see once again, I'm just going to come over. One will be black, one will be purple. And then what we will do is just go ahead and bring the black and then bring the purple over and catch up some of the purple on that. And I noticed that I didn't have color on those ones. So I figured it was better do them because I just did the white. And let's go ahead and get these done real fast here instead of wasting any more time. We'll just get these done real fast. Add some purple to that. Add black to this. Black to that. Black. Pick up what left of our purple we can get. And we'll go ahead and just run that purple all over it. And if you want, you can always go back, add more purple. It's totally whatever your heart desire, which I am going to add some more purple because black, as we can tell, really overwhelms the purple. I know my accent, I don't say it well correctly, but I'm sorry. Okay, we just added some more extra purple because I really am fond of purple. Yep, that one just had black. Okay, now we're going to pick up our white, you guys. And I'm just going to dab it in there. I don't want it overwhelming it. And we're just going to go real fast around those that I just did. And just give it some white. Give some white and just come right up. This is going to be so bloody cool. I have wanted to do this for 2 years, guys. And I never did. And I really should have. Now, the only problem is with this that I am seeing that's starting to bother me. And I will be honest. It's not my error because there's no errors, right? Is I don't like the gloss on this. So what you can do with that, this is solid black and has that gloss. If you want, pick up your colors and just go over them. And it won't take away the whole gloss, but it will take away enough of it and give it enough of the colors that you're using that it will stand out. So now I have my purple, I have the gloss, and I have my black and my white all put in this. Now, once again, we will do the fluorescent colors on the tips once it dries. And the lights, we will actually connect underneath this whole thing. And the lights will glow through the edges, which I can't do that right now because you can't move it just yet. I am going to pick up that glob of paint, but that would bother me in the long run. So, let me pick you guys up. So watch your eyes, okay? I don't normally do it like this, but I want you to really just kind of get I hope you can see that. This is what it's going to look like. And a mirror, there is a way, you guys. I'm bringing it back down. And I'm going to bring you up. So watch your eyes. There is a way that you can go ahead and take your inside face. Oh, I got paint on my glasses. No, I got it in my hair. You can take the inside where the skeleton is and put like a Mod Podge over it. And then like a misty pause, I guess you would call it. I don't know. And then just kind of wipe it off. Maybe put some black over it and wipe off that paint real fast. So it looks like the face is just growing right there and just popping out of nowhere at you. Now, after all this is totally dry, I will take the Mod Podge and go over it. That will give me not only a shine, I didn't want the real glossy like the black. I wanted to blend in. So it will give me that shine, but it will also seal your paint. So if you choose to put this up in your window, I recommend inside your house, not outside. So if you choose to put it up inside your window for Halloween, turn on your little lights. It will look awesome. Okay, now our last step is, and I totally just, it went out of my head. Oh my goodness, I wanted to show you guys something real fast. And it literally went out of my head because I got sidetracked. I apologize. Basically, it was just what we did, the type of paints. Um, I know always say Walmart or I always say the Dollar Tree. They are not my affiliates. Um, as of this time, I just happen to like having inexpensive stuff to turn into something different. And this is definitely something different. It will totally be sprayed, put on your glow paint, put on your lights, put it up in your window, turn on your lights, and watch the kids come. Have fun with it, you guys. This is something that I definitely don't want destroyed, so I will keep it inside the house. Um, on that note, you guys, oh, that's what I wanted to show you. You guys are probably thinking that it's just you rolled up paper. A real good thing about this is there's also another design that I have done before and I will do again because I've been requested to do so. It's sturdy. It's not like it's just a thin type of paper. It's pretty sturdy right through here. So it may last quite some time. Depends on how well is, the moisture coming through your window and stuff like that. But listen, they're pretty solid. So just so you get the idea of that, it can be pretty cool. If you make this with your wee ones, you just have to watch, make sure they don't hit each other with the sticks because it could hurt. It's a lot of fun, you guys. Um, Once again, I started my YouTube channel. Please go to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and there's this little bell next to the subscribe. Hit that too, so you get all my notifications when I either upload something that you guys have seen or I've done previously, or when I'm doing an actual live on YouTube. That way you guys can kind of follow me. I want to keep all my friends with me as much as you guys want to be with me. Um, so with that note, you guys, I really appreciate you guys. Please like and share this. And as always, don't forget to smile and be blessed.